Hello, everyone, once again. Today I am going to bring you into the world of making maple syrup. Imagine that it's late January through early March. The snow is still deep on the ground. The air is still chilly, and to most people, winter feels like it's never going to end. But something extraordinary is happening in the woods. As the sun climbs a little bit higher every day, and the daytime temperatures climb above freezing, but the nights are still bitterly cold, magic is happening. About 3 years ago, I was given a maple sap / syrup kit, and I thought, cool, this is going to be fun. I get to make my own maple syrup. Oh boy, it takes a lot of work. So if you've ever gone into a store and wondered why maple syrup costs so much, you're going to find out why, just like I did. The sap that comes out of the trees is about 98% water and 2% sap. So it takes about 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of maple syrup. On a normal year, I run about 30 to 40 gallons of sap, which produces me 1 gallon of syrup. The process begins for me in late January when I set out to tap the trees for that sweet Canadian gold. The first year was challenging because I waited too long and it was too cold and the leaves had fallen off the trees. And for someone that doesn't know anything about trees, it made it really difficult. Luckily, there's an app for that. Once you have the trees picked out, it's a little easier because you use the same trees every year. I use about 10 trees every year, trudging through the snow to collect the modest amount of sap that I get. On a good day, I can get about a gallon. You need cold nights and warm days. The cold nights to compress the sap, and the warm days to thaw it out so that way it flows out of the tree. Most weeks, I can get about 5 gallons. Now that I have the sap, the real fun begins. Everyone in my last speech heard just how busy my life was. Well, to turn that 5 gallons of sap into about a pint of syrup, it takes about 4 to 5 hours. So stop by my house on a Friday night from January till March, and you will find me sitting in front enjoying the sweet smell of maple boil. My fire pit is lit. I have a bottle of bourbon by my side and usually a cigar in my hand. And the combination of all those smells is just perfect. It's way better than going out into the world and mingling with people. Now that I'm old, I don't really like doing that anymore. I used to do it inside, minus a cigar, but the boiling evaporation started ruining the walls. As you boil, the water evaporates because water evaporates at a lower temperature. At 212, sap boils at 219. Now, timing is everything for making maple syrup. If you take it off too early, it spoils, and if you go too late, it turns into this hard, gooey, burnt mess. So you need to hit it at 200, right at 219s for the sweet spot. But when you hit that sweet spot, it's perfect. The smell and taste is just amazing. Boiling maple syrup has taught me a lot of patience, you have to have patience to do it. You can't rush through it. You have to have the temperature just right. If you turn it up too high, you burn it real quick. And once you have the syrup, now you just let it cool and pour it into a container of your choice. And once it's all poured out, I definitely lick the spoon. And the next morning, real satisfaction is being able to use my own maple syrup that I made with my own 2 hands on my pancakes. So the next time you're in the supermarket wondering why it's so darn expensive, just know how much goes into a little jug of the sweetness. You are not just tasting maple syrup, you are tasting cold nights and warm days, someone trudging through deep snow, and my son's poor whiny words as I make him walk with me, and hours of patience boiling. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to listening to your speeches.